Meanwhile, this is an interesting battle at the front because you've got the two dream teammates that need to work together here. Can Lewis Leeds keep Jordan Lloyd behind him, and can Randall get the lead of the race? Here he comes. Now these two got into each other at Townsville. Not that there's bad blood or anything from that, but I know that Randall won't want to turn Jimmy Vernon around again.
And full credit to Jimmy Vernon. He's been driving really well under pressure. He's been under pressure before, and he's done an outstanding job. Bit of inside front lock up there as the car gets light, or that tyre gets light. So, and he's certainly withstood the pressure in this race so far. There's still 6 laps remaining this time around. Having a bit of a look in the left mirror there.
He'll love the fact that he's got his teammate behind him.
So the Sodomo electronics there, the data on the steering wheel, just scrolling through. I think that may have been Andy Richardson from Walkinshaw Automotive, who oversee the technical side of these cars. Just having a look to see what might be wrong with that one. Here's a bit of a move for Randall. A little bit too far back that time.
Oh, this is good stuff. We've got a battle on our hands here. Cam's Jayco Formula 4. We're right on board now with Jordan Lloyd. He's sitting at the back of this little train. He knows that the man who's second in the championship has a huge shot at winning this race. And if he wants to get to him, he needs to pass the teammate of the man that he's fighting in the championship. A couple of unusual ones here. Lewis Leeds. Surely he's going to have a crack at his own teammate, so he's not going to play the championship game here, or team orders. He wants to win.
And you see Tom Randall just move a little bit, like, don't even think about it. Come on, Lewis, just play rear gunner for me. Keep Jordan Lloyd behind. But, you know, they come out of the same stable. Dream Motorsport prepare this car, but Lewis is his own man.
Yeah.
He's on a mission to forge a career internationally as well, so he wants to get up there and get a podium this weekend.
Well, he was the pole sitter. You know, he would have been coming into this race thinking, this is my best chance to win yet. So he doesn't want to just sit there and watch his teammate's gearbox go around. He wants to get to the front. A couple more laps to go yet in this one. This is good stuff.
In the meantime, Vernon just keeping the car nice and tidy, although Randall got a really good run that time round, and he's up the inside. Oh. And Leeds is going to go through as well. It's going to be 3 wide up here.
How harsh is that? He might go from the lead all the way back to third, although he's got just enough momentum along the beach to hang on to second. You watch Lloyd come here through the chicane. All on top of each other still. We know how good Lloyd is at the exit here, even with the damaged wing. Can he get up the inside? Leeds now with the move. Oh, Vernon squeezes him, but he's there. And it's going to be a dream 1-2 if he can get the car stopped. Nearly. Vernon argues the point, and he should get that spot back again. This will help out Thomas Randall to help open up that lead. And Lloyd is lurking. He can smell 1 or 2 spots here if he's smart.
Great racing. Really smart move by Jimmy Vernon. He saw Leeds coming. He let him go, got on the throttle early, and got the over and under. And speaking of over and under, he's under the back of that Sadev gearbox. See the rain light. He pulls out. Generally not a big slipstream advantage in these cars, but he's going to have the inside. If he can just hang in there, whoa, this is going to be tight down here. It's only one line, one car.
Uh-oh. Under brakes, he couldn't make it stick. He goes bouncing his way along. Now, surely he'll have to give the spot back. He cannot gain an advantage by shortcutting a chicane. So how does he handle this? He moves over to the left. But Vernon has a problem exiting turn 4. He can't make up that position, and Lloyd will swing on through now. Side by side on the way to the beach chicane. Hold on. Vernon backs down, and he goes all the way back to 4th. And I think Leeds moved over to the left thinking that he might be able to give the spot back. Yeah. But Vernon had a bad exit and couldn't make back up to it.
So the tricky one there going into that chicane was who was going to make, was he going to make the pass and end up in front anyway? Now, you'd have to say it was 50-50 because they were both absolutely side by side. So you can't readdress it out of the corner if you're both side by side going in. So technically, would he have made the pass? That'll be the question Steve Johnson needs to look at with Laurie after the race. And then say, okay, if he was going to come out in front, should he have at least reduced the gap and waited? So you see him here waiting.
He's looking in his mirror, thinking,
so I think he's done the right thing. I'm going to readdress it and let you pass. But something's happened to Jimmy Vernon, whether he missed a gear or had a problem going up. And in the end, Lewis has to race on. And that'll be Lewis Leeds' argument. I waited to readdress it, but Vernon was too far back. So no doubt there'll be some discussion after this one.
Stephen Johnson's going to be a busy boy back in race control. What a shame for Vernon that he couldn't hang on to the lead. What a great race for 3 different leaders in 13 laps.
It's been an exciting one. A couple of laps to run. Tom Randall said that he felt really comfortable out in front in the first race and just hinted that there may have even been a little bit of speed left in that car. And he certainly showed that in race 2. They wanted to take 3 wins from 3 this weekend. Still one more to go tomorrow, just before the V8 Supercar race. Could be very different weather too tomorrow.
How about the speed of the front 4 here? They've opened up a giant lead on the rest. Vernon is really going to town on the back of Jordan Lloyd's car here. He's got a lot of speed left. Can he get a good exit out of here and get it back? Now, his argument would be that you can just go flying up the inside of turn 1 and make a move stick now. But there's more to the argument than that.
Well, that one, I just thought there's no way. We know you can't go 2 cars through turn 1, turn 2 there. So someone had to relinquish. Look at him, he's right under the gearbox. He goes to the outside. So this could work. Oh, he's going to go around the outside, but he won't make it. Lloyd goes straight ahead. Oh, they touch.
Contact. And he's lost that tiny piece off the front nose cone. It went under the car. As a result, Hayek and Will Brown are chasing them down. Oh, it's caught in his left front suspension. The front of his nose cone is caught in his left front suspension on Jimmy Vernon's car.
So that's going to cause some issues, absolutely. Interestingly, coming out of that hairpin, Jordan Lloyd's been the only one using first gear, and you see they've just got him a car length away from Vernon. Just was able to slingshot him off the corner and make him less vulnerable down the end of the back straight here. But you can see Vernon's struggling with that car now.
Here's the rest of the guys trying to chase them down, including Will Brown. Got in front of Harry Hayek. Don't these guys look revved up, trying to chase down the cars a couple of corners ahead that are having an almighty battle. AGI Sport versus 2 BRM drivers. And I think Vernon hasn't got the speed to go on with it after that little moment. There's going to be a lot to talk about because Lloyd missed the chicane and held onto the spot. It was a great move from Vernon. How do you judge that one? Final lap now on what has been definitely one of the best Formula 4 races we've seen of the season. Randall out in front trying to go back-to-back.
So Will Brown just got through on Harry Hayek that previous lap. So he'd been chasing Harry and was able to make the pass. So look, this is Lewis Leeds.
So this is
with Vernon. Yep.
The second.
Goodness There's a 737 taking off. See the distortion in the tyre too when the car lands. And look at that. So that's the one. He's just decided it's safer to become a motorbike or an aeroplane.
That's like the old IndyCar shots that we used to see here. All 4 wheels up in the air and the fronts pointing skyward, and there's that damaged front wing.
And the interesting part for that in a judicial sense, Chad, is that Vernon took the right line. He stayed on the track. So that's something that Steve Johnson, that's why he gets the big bucks. He's going to have a busy half hour or so after this one.
Better him than us, mate. I tell you what, that was a great reverse grid race. To the checkered flag comes Thomas Randall. He started 5th. He was cagey in the way that he got those spots made up, and he will go back-to-back. It'll also be a Dream Motorsport 1-2 finish. In race 2, Randall gets a couple of wins to his name. Jordan Lloyd will cross the line in 3rd. Great drive from him with a wounded car. He really pedalled that thing. And Vernon, who led for a part of that race, comes back in 4th position. That was thoroughly entertaining stuff at the front of the field. Brown will lead home Hayek, Maiolo, McGregor, Gretsch and Goddard, the 2 guys that won't get home. But that was seriously entertaining. And the boys are going to take the exit alongside the G-Rail, head back to the garages and try and discuss what just happened out on the racetrack. Let's check out how they finished up. And Cameron, amazing race once again.
Certainly was, Chad. Lewis leads 2nd, Jordan Lloyd 3rd at the moment until we look at the judicial outcome of that race. Jimmy Vernon, Will Brown, Harry Hayek, Frankie Maiolo and Jordan McGregor making his debut inside the top 10.